question is, why is this happening to our students? What exactly have our students done? Thousands and thousands of students, what have they done to have security forces aiming weapons at them, to be beaten up, to be thrashed, to be humiliated? What have they done? What have they done wrong? So there is a legitimate problem, and it is now a very deep problem in this country. The thing that is very clear to everybody is that our education system, which was known to be one of the best education systems in the world, is today a rigged system. The man who is running this entire system, the man who is finally accountable to all this, should have the decency to apologize.
Viewers, that was Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi. A day after he held the dharna outside the PM residence, Rahul Gandhi addressed a press conference. He sounded like a man who actually understood what India's students are going through. He talked about those forced to retake an exam because the system failed them. He talked about families who spent everything on coaching only to watch it all unravel because someone somewhere leaked a paper. Rahul Gandhi spoke about a system that has become a factory of corruption, where a child's future can be erased by someone else's greed, and nobody is ever held responsible. Rahul Gandhi asked why an education minister presiding over this many failures is still in his chair. He called for structural reform, not just an apology. Rahul Gandhi said the youth of this country are not asking for charity, they are asking for a system that does not betray them. Because Rahul Gandhi said everything right. It was so easy to nod along, to say yes, because he connected, because he was saying what millions of parents and students and right-thinking individuals have been thinking or streaming for months. Viewers, then he said something that on its own sounded even more responsible than everything he had said thus far. जिन्होंने violence की है, उन पे action होना चाहिए. Those who committed violence must take action. A leader of opposition condemning violence on camera, taking a stand, demanding accountability for it. Yes, take action against those who assaulted peaceful students. Identify those policemen who used excessive force on women. Also identify and punish the goons who attacked the police. There is no debate on it, viewers, because there is no place for violence in a democracy. Which is why when Rahul Gandhi said it, it should have been the most, most unremarkable line of the entire press conference. The kind of thing any responsible politician says without a second thought. But viewers, it was this moment, actually this line, that exposed the lack of sincerity in Rahul Gandhi's speech. Because you would remember, not too long ago, Rahul Gandhi had endorsed violence. He had said that the youth of the country would beat the Prime Minister with sticks. Dande marenge. Those were his words. So when the same man now asks for accountability against violence, is he going to submit himself to accountability first? Viewers, look at what is happening at Jantar Mantar, a protest that began with a genuine, legitimate demand, justice for students failed by the leaked exam mafia. It is in every way a cause worth standing for or standing behind. But somewhere along the way, that cause got hijacked. Reports and videos from the protest site have shown slogans that have nothing to do with education reform, students, NEET, NTA, abusive, murderous chants against the Prime Minister, slogans targeting the Indian Army, our armed forces, Now tell me, what does the army have to do with a leaked NEET paper? What does abusing and, calling for murder of the Prime Minister have to do with fixing the exam system? Viewers, this is where the opposition silence becomes loud. It is so easy to demand action against violence in general, but it is harder to name it when it happens on your own stage, in your own crowd. And to be clear, viewers, the students' anger is real. The demand for reform is absolutely just. But a leader who wants to be taken seriously on violence cannot pick and choose which violence counts. You don't get to incite on one stage and then lecture from another. And not to forget the total infighting in the opposition ranks. So I want you to sample the contrast that Rahul Gandhi did not show, and also the abusive rants at the protest site.
ये जो नरेंद्र मोदी अभी भाषण दे रहा है, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, 6 महीने बाद, 7-8 महीने बाद ये घर से नहीं निकल पाएगा। हिंदुस्तान के युवा इसको ऐसा डंडा मारेंगे, इसको समझा देंगे।
हजारों स्टूडेंट्स पे लाठी चल रही है, राइफल पॉइंट हो रही है, टांगें तोड़ी जा रही हैं, पेलेट गन से मारा जा रहा है। तो इन लोगों पर जिन्होंने वायलेंस किया है, हिंसा की है, इन पर एक्शन होना चाहिए।
हिंदुस्तान के युवा इसको ऐसा डंडा मारेंगे, इसको समझा देंगे।
तो इन लोगों पर जिन्होंने वायलेंस किया है, हिंसा की है, इन पर एक्शन होना चाहिए।
हिंदुस्तान के युवा इसको ऐसा डंडा मारेंगे,
व्यूअर्स, डंडा मारेंगे। Rahul Gandhi, not a few, just a few days ago. Let me open this up. Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Anish Gawande, national spokesperson of the NCP. Sharad Pawar. Sashivir Sharma, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Ashwini Kumar Mishra of the Congress Party. Professor Mondal and Dr. Anand Ranganathan completes this panel. Ashwini ji, what happened to Rahul Gandhi after saying Pradhan Mantri ko युवा डंडा मारेंगे? He is saying जिन्होंने वायलेंस की है उन पे एक्शन होनी चाहिए।
जी प्रणेश, गुड इवनिंग टू यू फेलो पैनलिस्ट एंड योर व्यूअर्स। प्रणेश, आपने 2-4 क्लिप्स दिखाए इनिशियल में गाली के, सो लेट मी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम देयर। जो भी कोई गाली दे रहा है वो शायद मुझे लगता है फ्रस्ट्रेटेड युवा है जिनके अधिकारों का बार बार इस सरकार ने हनन किया है। दिस गवर्नमेंट हैज stolen their right for education, their paper leaks are happening, so they are frustrated youth.
तो गाली दे सकते हैं,
भारतीय जनता पार्टी
तो गाली दे सकते हैं। अगर आप फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हैं तो आप गाली दे सकते हैं। यू कैन कॉल फॉर वायलेंस।
No, Pranesh. Let me finish my point, Pranesh. You started with me. Let me finish. Make some point. So I understand. जो भी उन्होंने किया गलत किया. Having said that, भारतीय जनता पार्टी thinks those who doesn't vote for BJP are anti-national and गद्दार. And as per अनुराग ठाकुर, देश के गद्दारों को गोली मारो डैश डैश। तो आप मुझे बताइए, अनुराग ठाकुर being a responsible cabinet minister can use such a language? That is the same question being asked here. A person. So, let's put a prospect another example. Suppose there is a
अश्विनी जी, आप जो एग्जांपल्स देते हैं ना आपके मन में रह जाते हैं, they never land. तो आपके एग्जांपल्स का ये प्रॉब्लम है. I am sorry to say this, but that is an issue. How can someone call for violence? डंडा मारना किसी को is call for violence, and then the individual has the gall to say जिन्होंने violence की है उन पे एक्शन होनी चाहिए. मेरा सवाल, this is not about BJP or Congress party. You tell me, what has the Indian army got to do with this? आप लोग एक आवाज में क्यों नहीं बोल रहे?
Someone who is Pranesh, I am telling you, those who are speaking such language at a student protest are trying to trying to dilute the protest.
बट
And I
आपने
don't support
आपने
them.
शुरू किया
But
बोलने से, नहीं अश्विनी जी 1 minute, you started by saying that these are frustrated people, they feel let down by the government and they are airing their angst. You're justifying all of this. हाँ भी बोल रहे हैं आप. Does democracy work like this? डंडा मारो.
प्रणेश उन 22 बच्चों ने जब सुसाइड किया होगा कितना गाली दिया होगा, किस किस को, अपने मन में क्या गुजरी होगी उनसे.
हाँ, तो उनके जस्टिस के लिए लड़िए ना. इंडियन आर्मी को गाली देके क्या होगा? इंडियन आर्मी वो कह रहे हैं लोग कि प्रधानमंत्री को गोली मार दो. कांग्रेस पार्टी तो knows a thing or two about Prime Minister's security, about life and death. How can you all not take a position? Professor Mondal, I'll come to you. Let me, turn to Anish. Anish, you've spent as much time at the Jantar Mantar protest site as anyone else. What is this? And why can't? Now, I can understand that, you will say that these are isolated antisocial elements, etc. They've hijacked. But why can't mainstream political parties condemn this in one voice?
Pranesh, for the simple reason that we've condemned it in the past and we will continue to condemn it in the future, right? The reality in front of you today is that on the 20th of July, you witnessed the large-scale force of the Delhi police being unleashed upon young people in a manner quite unlike we've seen ever before. Reports are emerging of lathis with nails sort of clipped onto them. We have a young woman at RML hospital who got beaten by a lathi in her neck, where a carotid artery burst. Lathis are not supposed to be raised above your waist. There's another video of a young boy from Nagpur surrounded by 6 RAF officers who are hitting him mercilessly. What is going on? These reports of police brutality should be very concerning. They signal an intelligence failure by the government.
No, this is not about intelligence failure. No, forget all of that. Reports of any brutality, whether by the police. No. I said it, Anish, even in my introduction, that use of excessive force by the police, identify the cops, punish them, set an example. But this one-sided narrative can't, I'm not going to allow one-sided narrative that the police assaulted people. The policemen got assaulted. You can't lay your hand on anyone in uniform. He's a symbol of the state. Look at what happened to this, paramilitary personnel. He was ambushed, pinned to the ground.
So find the person who ambushed this paramilitary person. Who controls the CCTV cameras in Delhi? Does the opposition control the CCTV cameras in Delhi? Does the Cockroach Janata Party control the CCTV cameras in Delhi? The Home Ministry, which controls the Delhi police, should take action against every single protester who is hitting police. That's a reasonable demand and we've all supported it.
It is. I'm not asking the opposition to take action. I'm only asking all of you to speak about rights of those who have the mandate of ensuring law and order. That's all. Is that too much to ask? Rahul Gandhi holds this, mega briefing, and I said I agree with most of what he said. I began the show by saying that, it was easy to nod along. All genuine demands. But why couldn't Rahul Gandhi have said one word against the violence against the police? Was he not aware of those videos? Anish, that's the problem. Mr. Silas? आपस में क्या हो रहा है? SP, Samajwadi Party is, attacking the Congress Party. The Aam Aadmi has a problem with Congress Party.
नहीं प्रनेश जी, वैसे आप गजब के आदमी हैं. कल आपने देखा नहीं कि किस तरह से राहुल गांधी जी और अखिलेश जी एक साथ दिखे आपको? प्रधानमंत्री जी के घर के बाहर जब धरना प्रदर्शन चल रहा था तो राहुल गांधी जी के साथ कौन खड़ा था? समाजवादी पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष अखिलेश यादव जी. आज पार्लियामेंट की तस्वीरें रिलीज हुई हैं. राहुल गांधी जी के साथ कौन खड़ा था? अखिलेश यादव जी बाहर प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे, युवाओं का सवाल उठा रहे थे. और आप लोग को लगता है कि समाजवादी पार्टी और कांग्रेस में बहुत दिक्कत है क्योंकि उत्तर प्रदेश में चुनाव आने वाले हैं. नैरेटिव तो आपको बनाना है कि समाजवादी पार्टी और कांग्रेस में सब कुछ ठीक नहीं है, जैसे आप लोग 2024 में बना रहे थे. और आपका चैनल 1 सीट दे रहा था हमको पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश में कि 1 सीट आएगी आपको. तो ये सब नैरेटिव बनाना छोड़ दीजिए. जिस तरह से स्टूडेंट्स को पीटा गया है, मारा गया है, कपड़े फाड़े गए हैं, सर फाड़े गए हैं। पूरी हिंदुस्तान ने नहीं, पूरे विश्व ने देखा और पूरे विश्व में प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है।
मैंने तो कहा ना कि मैंने शुरू में क्या कहा कि जिन्होंने भी स्टूडेंट्स के साथ मारपीट की है, एक्सेस फोर्स यूज किया है, पीसफुल प्रोटेस्टर्स को मारा है, उनको आइडेंटिफाई कीजिए, चाहे वो पुलिस वाले हो या कोई हो, और उनके खिलाफ एक्शन लीजिए, एग्जाम्पल सेट कीजिए। मैं आपसे कह रहा हूं, आपने कहा आप गजब आदमी है, गजब आप हैं। आपने कल शाम को देख लिया अखिलेश यादव वहां राहुल गांधी के साथ खड़े थे, आज आपने सुबह शायद देखा नहीं पार्लियामेंट में क्या हुआ। आप सुन लीजिए, मुझे पता था ये अजब गजब लोग आते हैं। सुनिए, दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंड इन पार्लियामेंट टुडे, लिसन टू व्हाट योर लीडर सेड।
आपने इनको बुलवा दिया क्या? समझौता कर लिया आपने क्या? समझौता कर लिया आपने क्या? समझौता कर लिया आपने क्या?
देखिए, वो बोल रहे हैं बीजेपी और कांग्रेस ने समझौता कर लिया।
नहीं, क्या मैं आपको देखिए देख नहीं पा रहा हूं और ऑडियो भी बहुत सही नहीं आ रहा। आप एक बार बताइए उन्होंने क्या कहा, किसने कहा और क्या कहा?
अरे तो इसीलिए तो मैंने कहा आपको देखना चाहिए था पार्लियामेंट में क्या हुआ ना। अखिलेश यादव जैसे ही बोलने के लिए खड़े हुए तो उनको लगा कि कांग्रेस वाले शायद नहीं बोलने दे रहे होंगे या वो खुद भी बोल रहे होंगे, तो उन्होंने कहा कि बीजेपी ट्रेजरी बेंचेस और कांग्रेस ने आपस में समझौता कर लिया है। इसीलिए मैं कह रहा था जो इन फाइटिंग है उसमें स्टूडेंट्स का कॉज तो बिल्कुल ही साइडलाइन हो गया। आप लोग सब वो प्रेस्टीज वॉर और रेलेवेंस में लगे हुए हैं, सुप्रीमेसी।
देखिए प्रणय जी, आप लोग पूरी ताकत लगा लीजिए, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है। जितना भी जनता को आवाज को दबाने की कोशिश करिए, यूथ की आवाज को दबाने की कोशिश करिए, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, क्योंकि पूरे हिंदुस्तान में ये प्रोटेस्ट फैल चुका है। आज पटना में लाठीचार्ज हुआ है, कितने स्टूडेंट्स का सर फटा आपको पता भी है? दिखाया है क्या आपने?
दिखाया हमने।
एक बार जरा बिहार की तरफ भी रुक
हमने नहीं, हमने बिहार का भी दिखाया, पंजाब का भी दिखाया, विवेक साइलस, और हमने केरला का भी दिखाया है। क्यों मुख्यमंत्री ट्वीट करके ये बता रहे हैं सॉलिडारिटी इन सॉलिडारिटी विद स्टूडेंट्स इन दिल्ली, और वहां पे स्टूडेंट्स पे लाठीचार्ज हो गया, तो वो भी दिखाया हमने। सब दिखाया है। ये कल हुआ था, सतीशन जी ने एक ट्वीट किया और उससे पहले प्रोटेस्ट पे लाठीचार्ज हुआ था। तो हमको सब अपडेटेड होना चाहिए, वो सबके लिए। अब लेट मी नाउ टर्न टू द स्पोक्सपर्सन ऑफ द आम आदमी पार्टी, मिस्टर शर्मा। Why is it so difficult to speak in one voice for the students?
See, सबसे पहले तो स्टूडेंट्स के लिए सारे एक तरफ से सभी इकट्ठे हैं, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से मैनिपुलेशन की जा रही है, जिस तरीके से सारे मोब को मोब में कन्वर्ट किया जा रहा है, सारे एंटी नेशनल स्लोगन्स को दिखाया जा रहा है। हमें बेसिकली मेन इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या है? मेन इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है नीट लीक्स, एजुकेशन सिस्टम का फेलियर, और उसके ऊपर जिस तरीके से सेंटर की गवर्नमेंट जिस तरीके से रिएक्ट नहीं कर रही। स्टूडेंट देखो लास्ट एक मंथ से ज्यादा से बैठे हुए हैं, जिस तरीके से उनको तंग किया गया, देश की लड़कियों को जिस तरीके से प्रोटेस्ट के अंदर वीडियोस फुटेजेस आ रही है, जिस तरीके से उनको मारा गया, पीटा गया, घसीटा गया, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट्स लगाए गए, जो एक्सपायर्ड थे आंसू गैस वो शेल्स चलाई गई, वो देखने वाला सिस्टम था। बेसिकली आज के टाइम पे जिस तरीके से आप राहुल गांधी के स्टेटमेंट को डिस्कस कर रहे हो, राहुल गांधी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, एजुकेशन सिस्टम इंपॉर्टेंट है।
राहुल गांधी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। एक मिनट शर्मा जी, अगर राहुल गांधी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है तो आपके नेता क्यों कह रहे हैं राहुल गांधी डाइल्यूट कर रहे हैं, इज ट्राइंग टू वीकन द स्टूडेंट्स प्रोटेस्ट? आर यू अवेयर ऑफ व्हाट योर लीडर्स हैव सेड? आतिशी, संजय सिंह।
सर, मिस्टर रॉय, बेसिकली वो कह रहे हैं राहुल गांधी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। प्रोटेस्ट में जो बच्चों की जेन्युइन डिमांड्स है वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, चाहे वो नीट लीक्स की है, चाहे वो एजुकेशन सिस्टम के ऊपर है। Because ये सारी चीजें कहीं ना कहीं जो सिस्टम है, जो
then I'm sorry to say, Mr. Sharma, then you have to do a lot of reading on, you know, what your party wants you to say, or what you should be saying. Tuhin, why has the government made this into a prestige issue? There are legitimate demands. Why is there no dialogue?
Well, good evening, Pranesh. Good evening, everybody. You know, first of all, there is dialogue. You know, JP Nadda ji has reached out to the protesters. But, you know, it seems that the protesters are already also taking instructions from the opposition parties. And like Rahul Gandhi went back on his word yesterday after committing to call off his protest outside Prime Minister's house, it seems that every day the demands are escalating, but that's fine. The government at this point of time is committed to ensuring systemic changes. Already in the last 2 months, we have taken a decision to make the NEET examination completely online from next year. 13 people have been arrested and they will be tried under the new law enacted in 2024, the first anti-copying law in the country. So rest assured that there is action taking place. But Rahul Gandhi's press conference today, very hasty press conference today, seems to be a desperate attempt at damage control. Because he also realizes that, in the last 3 days, he has completely turned the so-called student protest into a political exploitation.
No, why are you allowing Rahul Gandhi to do this? Tuhin Sinha, if the government really has the intent, why are you allowing Rahul Gandhi or any leader from the opposition parties to do this? Speak to the protesters, agree to their demands, resolve this.
We give people a long rope, but rest assured he's digging his own political grave. Now, there are 2 important issues I want to address, which he raised in the press conference. He was talking about education. In the last 10 years, in the last 12 years, the total amount spent by this government on education has been to the tune of 11.6 lakh crores. What was it during the UPA era? 4.3 lakh crores. So, all of these canards which he has spread. And secondly, on the issue of violence, I'm glad you raised the issue of violence. I have seen multiple videos in the last 3 days where people are calling for the assassination of Prime Minister, for ransacking of Parliament. They are raising protests in favor of Omar Khalid. Even I want to believe this is a genuine student protest. But the visuals don't seem to support that. This movement has been hijacked by 3 parties.
My friend, no, 1 minute. Tuhin Sinha, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. If that is the case, if the protest has been hijacked, then who are you talking to? Why is the government then engaging in dialogue? You can't have it both ways. एक तरफ आप बोल रहे हैं हाईजैक हो गया है, दूसरे तरफ आप बुला के मीटिंग कर रहे हैं, फिर अभी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे. मन बना लीजिए आप, ये जेन्युइन प्रोटेस्ट है या ये हाईजैक्ड है या फॉरेन हैंड है, क्या है? स्टिक टू योर नैरेटिव एंड देन एक्ट अकॉर्डिंग. तुहिन, do you realize what you're saying?
Discussion in Parliament. We are waiting for the discussion in Parliament. In the last 2 years, they raised a similar hue and cry on Manipur. They raised a similar hue and cry on Operation Sindoor. But when the discussion took place...
No, but 1 minute. You can call it hue and cry, but it is not without reason, Tuhin Sinha. People have questions and concerns, and that is not hue and cry. They are genuine concerns. Just because uncomfortable questions are asked, that does not make it hue and cry. So choose your words responsibly here. Now tell me, you are saying that, there should be discussion. Rahul Gandhi says, remove the minister, we will talk. Is the government ready?
Will you hear me out? I think for the opposition, this is a blessing in disguise. They're getting more time because we are not shying away from discussion. The discussion will take place. It will take place in this parliament session. It will be a threadbare discussion like the previous discussions you have seen on Operation Sindoor, on Manipur, and on Waqf Amendment Bill.
Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, the BJP, actually the government is giving more time to the opposition. How magnanimous of the government of the day to do this. You just heard Tuhin.
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Let me come to the nub of the issue. The BJP Education Minister of India, Dharmendra Pradhan, has overseen the NEET exam paper leak, and under his watch, the OSM contract was given to the company that had previously bungled up answer sheet checking. The Congress Education Minister of Karnataka, Madhu Bangarappa, has overseen the SSLC exam paper leak, and under his watch, the OSM contract was given to the company that had previously bungled up answer sheet checking. The AAP Education Minister of Punjab, Harjot Singh, has overseen PSEB Class 12 exam paper leak, the PS TET exam paper leak, the ADO exam paper leak, and under his watch, the Punjab Police lathi charged peacefully protesting contractual and special cadre teachers with barbarity. Under all 3 education ministers, no student was compensated for the massive physical and mental trauma, and many students committed suicide. I believe all 3, Dharmendra Pradhan, Bangarappa, and Hartoj Singh, should resign. Now I have a simple question for the AAP and Congress spokesperson out here. And if they aren't sold out stooges of their corrupt masters, they will answer this. Should Dharmendra Pradhan, Bangarappa and Harjot Singh resign? Yes or no?
Mr. Sharma?
सर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द हरजोत सिंह बैस जिसने पंजाब के एजुकेशन सिस्टम को 27th रैंक से फर्स्ट रैंक पे लेके आए, जो पीजीआई जो ग्रेड इंडेक्स है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का, उनकी बात कर रहे हैं. लेट मी स्पीक सर. दूसरी तरफ,
sir, you have to answer a question. So if you believe that this man has done wonders, then obviously your answer is no, he won't resign. Ashwini ji, आप बोलिए yes or no.
आनंद जी पता नहीं कौन से लाला लैंड में रहते हैं एंड इंडल्ज ओनली इनटू रिटोरिक.
बस नहीं,
जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने दिया था एंड जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी ने दिया है,
अरे गलत हुआ है ना, लेकिन अगर गलत यार्ड स्टिक तो सेम होगा ना अश्विनी जी.
बता तो रहा हूं, एक साइकिल बना. नो, इट्स नॉट सेम यार्ड स्टिक प्रणेश.
अच्छा ठीक है, सो योर आंसर इज ऑल्सो नो. डॉक्टर रंगनाथन, यू गो ऑन.
Yes, you see what I have shown out here. I want the resignation of all three education ministers under whose watch the exam leaks happened and the OSM contracts were given to dodgy companies and police treated teachers with barbarity, students committed suicide and no compensation was given. All three education ministers, Dharmendra Pradhan, Bangarappa and Harjot Singh. But these sold out stooges, these people carrying agenda, demand the resignation of only one Dharmendra Pradhan. If this doesn't clear the water and air, what else would? But I had no expectations from AAP and Congress. They are like that. I had expectation from the young Anish. So Anish, this question goes to you as well. If you have an ounce of morality and integrity, please answer. Like me, do you think Dharmendra Pradhan, Bangarappa and Harjot Singh should resign? All three? Answer yes or no.
If there are people's movements that demand the resignation of education ministers over
You
their
don't demand
scandals,
it.
be it in Punjab,
You
be it
don't
in
demand it.
Rajasthan, or be it the union education
You
minister,
don't demand it.
they should resign.
You don't demand the resignation of
NCP
Bangarappa and
has
Harjot
always
Singh.
said
Okay,
that
it's a conditional
demand
yes,
it.
Dr.
You are not.
Ranganathan. At a time when people are trying to take a stand, it's a conditional yes. So, let's give it to Anish.
This country.
No.
We are
But
not
let me
being
add one thing
represented by
over
the opposition.
The BJP has always claimed
Listen, now please,
to be a
Anish, you had
party-
your chance.
No.
You had your chance.
Dr.
Now, please allow me.
Ranganathan.
Please. No, please. Yeah, thank you. This example of mine illustrates this perfectly. We, the people of India, are on our own. We are the best opposition. We provide healthy and brutal criticism wherever the government does right and wherever it does wrong. The opposition no longer represent us because they are the same. मैंने अभी आपको एग्जांपल दिया. जो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान के अंडर हुआ है वही कांग्रेस और आपके एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर के अंडर हुआ है. इनको सांप सूंघ जाता है. 4 नींबू निचोड़ के दूध भी इतना नहीं फटता जितनी इनकी हालत हो रही है. शर्म कर लो थोड़ी सी.
Professor Mondal. Sir, you are an academic.
I would add.
Professor Mondal, you are an academic. You are someone who places rule of law above everything else.
I would add to the list of list given by the good Professor Ranganathan and include the former education minister of my own state. And the fundamental problem of this country is this: education is being handled by the unfit, uneducated, unsuitable people. I've been addressing this for the last 2 months on your show. The education of this country should be handled by the educationists. When you had the last good education minister, qualified teacher from BJP, Mr. Murli Manohar Joshi. You need people like him. You need people like Bhabatosh Datta, who was in Bengali.
No, obviously you need such people, but 1 minute, let's not make that the criteria, Professor Mondal, because there are enough examples of people who've not gone to school, but who've done, great in public life in terms of policy and governance. So, let's not take off on that tangent. I respect what you're saying. I get the intent.
What I'm saying is very clear. I do not understand Why the BJP is shielding Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan? Because this leaking out business is going on for the
Okay,
last
I'll put that to Tuhin once again, but Dr. Ranganathan is saying something. Yes.
Yes, this is also illustrative of the fact that there are things that might be horrendously wrong in this country, but there are things that are still right. I compliment Professor Monojit Mondal. You do your students proud, Professor Mondal, because you are not sold out stooges like Ashwini Mishra and the AAP spokesperson. And I'm sorry to take my good friend Anish's name out here. You call the kettle black or the pot black, whatever you want to call it, you call the spade a spade. That is what an academic must do. If you have the
No, Anish is saying I will call a spade if there are many people calling it a spade. Only after, public support will my conscience allow me to say that. Anish, 1 minute. Vivek Silas is wanting to make a point. Vivek Silas ji, आपने कहा एजुकेशन सिस्टम के लिए जो भी करना पड़े हमें करना चाहिए. ये सारे ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज एक साथ हैं. मैं आपको एक जैसे अभी अखिलेश यादव को सुना आपने, मैं चाहता हूं कि आप अखिलेश यादव जी से भी बड़े नेता आपके लेट मुलायम सिंह यादव उनको सुने.
आज उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने नकल विरोधी कानून बनाया है. हम नकल के पक्षधर नहीं हैं और आपको ये भी विश्वास होना चाहिए, ये भी आपको होना चाहिए. इसलिए हम अध्यक्ष महोदय कह रहे हैं हम नकल के पक्षधर नहीं हैं, नकल के विरोधी हैं. और जहां मैं टीचर रहा हूं अभी तक होम एग्जामिनेशन में नकल अभी तक नहीं हो रही है. हमारी परंपराएं डाली हुई है. लेकिन जिस तरह का काला कानून उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर बना है, जिससे काला कानून जो देश में उत्तर प्रदेश में बना है, इसलिए मानव सभ्य के समाज या सभ्य देश में इस तरह का काला कानून शिक्षण संस्थाओं में कहीं दुनिया में लागू नहीं है.
Vivek Silas, this was Mulayam Singh Yadav, the late Mulayam Singh Yadav, speaking on floor of the parliament, calling an anti-copying law as black law, काला कानून. नकल विरोधी कानून आया, उसको वो कह रहे हैं ये काला कानून है. तो ऐसे रिफॉर्म आएगा? आप बीजेपी से कुछ भी कह दें, लेकिन ये सबका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड देखिए.
Yes, Pranesh, I can understand you are showing a video which is about 35 years back. Okay, I agree to that. But the problem at the moment is the Bharatiya Janata Party is only spending 2% on education. 2% of the budget, that is all that the Bharatiya Janata Party is doing. And they want to compete with the world. That is so unfortunate, if you see alone in Uttar Pradesh, almost 30,000 schools have been closed and 22,000 of liquor shops have been opened. That is the policy of the Bharatiya Janata Party, to keep the people, to keep the students uneducated who can work for them, who can, when people are uneducated, they
Mr.
will not
Silas, if that is the case, in the next election जो आ रहा है, manifesto में डाल दीजिएगा, if the Samajwadi Party wins, we will make Uttar Pradesh a dry state. What is stopping you? लेटर से पैसा आता है, उससे सरकार के काम होते हैं, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के काम होते हैं, लोगों के लिए काम होते हैं. अगर आपको ऐसा करना है, आप कर दीजिएगा. But you're not taking a position on what Mulayam Singh Yadav ji said. काला कानून बता रहे हैं.
नहीं, आपको ये सवाल पूछना चाहिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी से आज कि आपने 30,000 स्कूल बंद कर दिए और 22,000 शराब की दुकानें खोल दी. ये पूछने की जगह आप हम
Tuhin Sinha, you've heard Ashwini ji, Professor Mondal, Anish. The question is, the charge is that the BJP is not serious about education, students. You're trying to shield Dharmendra Pradhan and you're dismissing students' protest as, some foreign hand conspiracy, etc., etc.
Pranesh, I have already made our intent insofar as education is concerned very clear. But, allow me some time to expose the duplicity of this opposition. I'm glad you took, you showed that video of Mulayam Singh Yadav. Do you know that the first anti-copying law in this country across states was brought by Rajnath Singh ji in 1992 February, and it was immediately overturned 1 year later when Mulayam Singh came to power in Uttar Pradesh. In 2017, after being in power for 5 years on the eve of elections, Akhilesh Yadav was quoted, and that video is still available on public domain, as saying that थोड़ी बहुत cheating allowed honi chahiye, अन्यथा नाइंसाफी होगी बच्चों के साथ. As against that, our stand is very clear. We have championed anti-copying measures. Even today, you know, you have a video of Priyanka Gandhi where she's saying Ashok Gehlot has tried a lot, but it is not possible to stop cheating in colleges.
No, you're right.
Even
but
today,
you see, this is about intent and track record, and Dr. Ranganathan is right. All parties are suspect. All parties must walk the talk. You know, taking this stand here in Delhi and keeping quiet in Bengaluru, that is not quite right. We have, you know, fast-paced developments lined up. Mr. Nadda is expected to brief the media. But before that, here's a conversation with J. Sai Deepak. Dr. Ranganathan, you'll have to make way for Sai Deepak, please.